Well, hello there guys, and welcome to another Power and Revolution Let's Play with Kurdistan. We are going to continue fighting the evil forces of ISIS, as well as we can, of course, and I'm going to see if we can come to a resolution with our other enemies right now, which is the Syrian army itself. Bashar al-Assad is not happy with us, and neither are the Iraqis. We're definitely in a tough... Come on, faster, faster! There we go. I'm not Russian, but I wish I had their help. Okay, so here we go, 12%. Now, we did have some increases in terms of our actual respect level, and now we're trying to fight over here. It looks like we're about to take Al-Fawda. It doesn't look like ISIS has too much here, and I'm pretty sure we could take over. As you can see, we've also got some refugees leaving over here. Some actual Syrian refugees that apparently don't want to be under our rule or ISIS's rule, and they're going to go ahead and try to run probably to Turkey at this point. They'll certainly be safe from us Kurds, because we are not big friends of the Turks. Now, we've got 17 tanks here. Obviously, it's a problem. I don't like it. I'm going to continue trying to contact foreign political parties to keep getting help from them. And actually, it was Comrade Luxembourg that mentioned correctly that the reason that a lot of these countries like us is because we are a communist party, and so are they. We're one of the few secular parties in the actual region right now, so it's actually kind of hard to get a lot of support from these guys. But I'm going to try to get support from Luxembourg communists, support from communists all over to try and, of course, increase our income. And of course, the Russian communists were very nice to us. They gave us $7 million, which was very helpful. But we've got to keep it up. So let me go ahead. I'm going to also talk with the leader of Guyana here. And if anything, try to get a new meeting with another leader. Of course, we'll be watching the battle as this occurs. Right now, the Turks are not doing anything. And interestingly enough, even though we have Aleppo in control, none of the rebels are doing anything, and neither are the Syrian army. Not yet, anyway. But they're still fighting with the rebels, so it looks like the moderate Muslim rebels were not totally destroyed, but their leader was definitely killed. Okay, ISIS is getting some reinforcements here. I want to go ahead, and I want to make sure that my boys are doing what they need to do. Let's go ahead. I don't think ISIS is going to have any money in here. It's going to be just dust in the bank, but we must check anyway. Glory to Kurdistan. Go to the police HQ. We'll go to the court of law as well. Take over both of these areas. And take over the museum. Why not? I'm sure ISIS has gotten rid of anything important in this museum, which is unfortunate. Now, we do have a meeting. I want to make that meeting, but I also want to take over the city in the same breath, if I can. There we go. Okay, so let's pause. Let's go ahead and have our meeting.
No thanks. My ulcer can't take it.
Everybody has ulcers. We need to create an ulcer vaccine, and then we can win the game.
No problem.
Okay, we're getting some connections with the Zambian communist reformers. I'm gonna see if she can fund me.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
All right. Well, that's probably a no. But you know what? Better than just a blatant no. We hate you. And I want to see, make sure that we have all of these positions under our control. It does look like we do. We've got some Syrian units approaching. The Battle of Kobani. We must take a look here. That's not good. So let's take a look at the newspaper right now. But it definitely looks like we've taken this area. The Jihadist Caliphate's attacking Al-Raqqa government, putting together a refugee convoy. There's a lot of problems happening in the world right now, specifically here. And let's see. I would really like to allow the, if the Syrians would allow us to have our own political party, but we're going to have to do a lot to get to that point. It looks like we're doing all right here, but let's see. Kobani would be over here. And oh my goodness, please don't tell me, oh my goodness, ISIS is attacking Kobani. We can't allow that. Let me see if we got some troops in Aleppo. I'm going to send some of my mercenaries over to relieve the people in Kobani. Hopefully we can get there in time. And if we've got any guys in Al-Fawda, we do, but I don't want to leave here. But I will take my guys in Raqqa and go to Kobani and fight off the ISIS threat. Hello.
Sure. Dark and strong, please.
I'm not sure Luxembourg is going to have too much to offer in terms of reinforcements.
And you're right. It is the most beautiful country in the world. Next time, come and visit my summer residence. I'll show you the countryside.
Lady, I am in a fucking war zone. What do you want me to do? To come to your summer residence, drink some lemonade with you or something? Don't look at me like that. What are you, crazy woman? Anyway, I want to see if she could put me Sri Lankan Workers' Party. Now, they could possibly give us some good old units. Maybe some Tamil Tigers, even though they're eliminated now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a no. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. At least they're honest. Alright, so we still have some guys in Othoda. I mean, I'm amazed that the terrorists are still in this city. I'm looking for them. I can't find them right now. They must be along one of these streets. We'll go ahead and get around. And we have another meeting with the Comrades Party Secretary General. These guys have been very nice to us.
No thanks. Very kind.
She already gave us 7 million, so if she doesn't fund us now, I won't be upset.
Yeah.
I lied! Fuck you, lady! You suck! You call yourself a true communist. You will not even support my revolution, you bastard. Well, whatever. We'll accept it, and we'll continue forward. Oh boy, okay, the Jihadist Caliphate has taken over Kobani's museum. Now, there was nothing there to begin with, but still, you know, kind of a pain in the ass. Let's pop out of the city. I can't seem to find those stray ISIS fighters. We will locate them, though, and we won't stop going for Kobani. Over here, we definitely have the enemy attacking us. So there's those 17 tanks. And I don't know how effective our mercenaries are going to be against them, but we should probably start sending something to fight those guys, because if not, they're going to wipe out all of our bases back here, and that's the last thing I need. So let's hope that we could take out al-Assad's tanks. Go for it, boys. Attack! Not even a prayer. However, now, interesting, there's a conflict now between Turkey and Syria. Now Turkey has declared war on Syria. This makes things very interesting. And Turkey obviously does not like us, but maybe they'll overlook our dislike for us in the conquest for Syria. We'll soon see if we're engaging their units at all. I certainly hope not. But I think this is probably a good idea to try to get in contact with the Turks as soon as possible. I don't know if that's going to happen. Let's talk with the Sri Lankan Secretary General. Sudan Freedom Party and Democracy Party's leader. They don't have a lot of usefulness. 15% is actually not his respect level. It actually shows basically how much influence they have, so it's not a lot. Let's get the Sudanese here as well. Oh, sorry, we already have them there. Zambia. We need every bit of help we can get, guys. What should we do with Aleppo? Right now I'm just going to hold Aleppo. I'm hoping it can do some good for us.
I hope you didn't make me come here to hear you.
Yeah, Guyana, nah.
Sure.
Maybe not.
Dark and strong, please. Yeah. We'll have to see.
I should have offered a bribe.
It's tempting, but we have to weigh up the pros and cons.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, they don't seem to have enough money to fund us. Fair enough. And right now, al-Assad's tanks, there's only 2 of them left. That's the good news, but they are definitely wreaking havoc on us. They're trying to take Al-Marika. I don't want them to take that city, so if I have anyone else here that can help, even if it's just these mercenaries, I'm going for it. I don't care. I don't want their tanks near my army bases. That's not cool, man. Come on, boys. Let me go ahead and also try to launch a communication and recruitment campaign, and for this I want to spend quite a lot of money. In fact, percentage of spending. Let me see how much money we have, first of all. Our operating budget is 3.42 billions. Now we have 1.292 billions, which is pretty good. And in Kobani, we're sounding the retreat. That's not what I want. But we're definitely going to want to put a lot in here. So I'm going to actually put in 300,000. And hopefully this is going to bring in a lot of fighters. But sadly, Kobani being lost does not make me happy at all. That's a real pain in the ass. And it's been lost to ISIS. Oh, wow, yes. Look at all those ISIS extremists. They seem to have popped up out of nowhere, guys. Look at that. 3,740 extremists. In fact, I'm going to take this army and get the hell out of here because they're not going to survive. It looks like the Syrian army may be trying to get to Aleppo. We'll soon see. Okay, we've lost Kobani to enemy troops. Not a good thing, obviously. And ISIS is well in control of that city right now. We really need to rely on foreign aid at this point. We need foreign troops desperately.
I hope you didn't make me come. No problem.
Alright, it's good to get new contacts. I'm not even going to give him a coffee because I knew he was going to say no. We've already gotten a few bits of money, but we have to weigh out our options here. Azerbaijan? And also the Malawi Communist Party leader. Okay. Sadly, some of our Kurdish troops are still going into Al-Thawra, probably to their deaths. And it looks like they're getting on the border. The Syrians are getting on the border with Turkey, but no actual battles have started yet. Oh, here we go. The Syrians are fighting ISIS. That's good. I mean, it's better to have them take us over than to have ISIS take us over, I think. But they are definitely going in force. Look at all of these Syrian troops moving. And, of course, we've lost Kobani already. But I hope they're going to fight the Turks, because if they're coming to fight us, we're in a lot of trouble. Here we go. They are going to fight the Turks, guys. This is a war between Turkey and Syria. Alright, they're hitting some camps close to Aleppo, which have a tremendous amount of ISIS troops, so I've got nothing against that.
No thanks. My old...
Let's just try to bribe him. Because at this
Be
point,
more precise.
I need mercenaries,
What amount
and
are you
he's got
thinking
them.
of exactly?
So let me give him $50,000. Come on, $51,000.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay.
Yes. It's a good idea.
Good.
I'll do my
All
best.
right, guys. That's what we got to do. We've got to start bribing these guys, and they'll give us mercenaries. That's how it works. We're figuring it out. Would it be amazing? I don't think we can get any mercenaries from actual countries. But let's go to those terrorist networks, and let's get in contact with the Lesotho president. I want to eventually get in contact with the Turks, even though our relations with them are horrific. But maybe we can work out some sort of deal. Really hope so. Foreign networks. Let's bring in the Azerbaijanis. They have, like, nobody. And I really want them to put me in contact with other networks. That's what we need. Because the political entities can't really give us troops. Unless we are, an established country, which we are not right now.
Sure. Dark and strong, please.
Senegalese
No problem.
Communist
I
Party.
intended to do that anyway.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have money to fund me. You bastard. You are a racist. You don't like Kurds. You are a racist. Alright, so right now it looks like they're actually just kind of having a standoff. They're not having an actual war right now. They're just basically standing apart from each other, preparing for a possible conflict, which would be pretty brutal if it ever comes to that. But right now, we just need to focus on holding this area. If the Turks start taking our land, we're in a lot of trouble. But for now, they seem to be only focusing on ISIS, Daesh forces, which is definitely a good thing. And they've also, all of the refugees that came here are now going back to Syria. Going to Jordan now. Holy crap, that is a long trek. A really long trek. Interesting. Alright, guys, well, the Kurdistani People's Army continues to fight, but it's an interesting fight, to say the least. I'm not really sure where we fit into all this. We might want to try a new Let's Play pretty soon, because right now, I think we just need to keep building up the amount of funds we get, etc., and that's the only way we're going to be able to fight Assad. We've lost a lot of men fighting Daesh, and we've taken back a glorious city of Aleppo, but I don't know if that's worth it.
No problem. Sure.